Today we are revisiting a deck that is one of my favorite decks, and this is Festival Lead. I actually have this in IRL and I played with my son, and it is a blast. So I'll look at limitless tournaments. Sunny's weekly. Soath from Austria won with this exact 60. I'm going to put up his deck list right now. I think he even went undefeated in this tournament, and I think how many players, like 130, 140, something around that, were in this tournament, and he went yet 7-0. So yeah, as you know, I always put links to the limitless pages in the video description below and the deck itself, so you can easily copy and paste it into the client and then play it yourself and see how you like it. I highly recommend it. Give it a try, give it a shot. You can make some changes here and there, and we'll talk about the deck list in a little bit more detail and the strategy in the first game. So I would say without further ado, let's hop into the first game and see how we're doing. We're gonna do heads, and I think I want to go first with this deck because we can then evolve turn 2 right away. Okay, so we play the Dipplin. The Dipplin is a stage 1 grass Pokemon, has only 80 HP, and has a really good ability and 1 attack. Do the wave for 1 grass, we do 20 per benched Pokemon, and we go first, so that's great. However, the Festival Lead ability lets us attack twice, but we need to have Festival Grounds in play. So that's a stadium that lets us attack twice. It also does, let me put some Pokemon out here, but it also helps us to recover from special condition, and we cannot be affected by special condition, so that's really good. Wait, a mirror match, or is that Hydrapple? What are we gonna get? We have the Applin in the active. I'm gonna get another Applin and another Grookey, because I have a Thwackey in hand and I have a Pokepad. Do I need the Reller in this game? I don't think so. Okay. We play the Thwackey, which is a Pidgeot on steroids. With the ability Boom Boom Groove, we can find any card in the deck. However, we need to have a Pokemon in the active with that Festival Lead ability. So we do have the Dipplin, but we also play the Goldeen, as well as the evolution, the Seeking. Seeking can be an attacker as well. We do 60 and draw 2 cards. So with the stadium, we hit for 120 and draw 4 cards. Okay, we can get 2 Thwackeys out. I think we win now, because I don't have an energy. So what we're gonna do is we thin out a Dipplin. Oh wait, no, I win, of course, because with the Dipplin, I can now just get an energy in. Energy, and then we attach, and then we're going to do 60 damage, and we take the knockout. Yeah, that was a very quick one. I think we need to talk more about strategy in the second game that we are playing, because this was a very quick and successful one. GG's to my opponent. We had a very quick first game, and we talked a little bit about the strategy. I forgot to mention one Pokemon, because all of our Pokemon have abilities, so if you play against a Cornerstone, we're basically screwed. So we're playing a Rillaboom. With the Wood Hammer attack, we can hit Cornerstone for weakness, and then we take the knockout that way. We are limited to 100 damage with the Dipplin attack, but we mulligan here. But we play a lot of damage modifiers. We play the Black Belt training, where we do 40 more against an EX Pokemon. We play the Kieran, which is a switch out for us, as well as we do 30 extra damage, or we can either switch or do extra damage. We play the Brave Bangle, that does another 30 against an EX Pokemon. And then last but not least, which surprised me a little bit, we're playing the Secret Box as an ace-spec card. So usually, I think we usually see the Max Belt as an additional damage modifier. So we'll see how that works. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It gets us a stadium. It gets us maybe the Brave Bangle or an Air Balloon to retreat something out of the active. It gives us a supporter and an item. So I think it's actually pretty good card. Oh, we're playing against the Mega Lucario. Let's see. Am I gonna go first or are they? Okay, they go first. Okay. Hey, I can at least play the Lily. Yeah. I need to get Brookies and Applins out. So hopefully the Lily's Determination gets me something. I play 5 energy and I already have 3 3 in my hand right now. So did they get Lunatone and Solrock? Lunatone and Solrock. Yeah, they got both of them. Okay. That's fine. They can draw 3 more cards with Lunar Cycle, which they are doing. Okay, I'm not super stoked about my starting hand. We need to see what we're top decking. I mean, a Buddy Buddy Puffin, which I play 4 of. I'll take that for sure. But then they can go evolve and attack. Yeah. Not sure if I like this, but there's also no Riolu and there's an Ultra Ball, so they're probably getting a Riolu so they can then next turn go into their Mega Lucario. The Makuhita I don't like in... Okay, they get rid of a Hariyama, okay. And a Hilda, and there's the Riolu. I unfortunately cannot attack them this turn. And the energy, so they need to find the Mega Lucario, or they already have it. Bug catching set is good, and I want to play that before. There's an Eplin. That's okay, because the other one's gonna go back into my hand anyways. Do I attach an energy? This is gonna get knocked out, right? If they have a boss, they boss this one up. So will Lily. See 8 new cards. And there's a Rillaboom. I don't think I need Rapska in this matchup, but I need to get a Cookie. I have a Thwackey in hand. And then I think I'm not gonna play it. And I'm gonna wait what happens next turn, because I could top deck something. That's why I'm saving this. I can get... Yeah, I can use... Okay, they don't have a Mega Lucario in hand at least, but they see 8 new cards. Lunar Cycle, they see 3 more cards. The odds are very high that they get a Mega Lucario. However, they still need to retreat that Makuhita that has a retreat cost of 2. I mean, I could draw more cards and use Pokepad to get the Seeking. 1 energy. I do knock out the Makuhita. Or I boss. Ooh. If they do not... Okay, if they do... there's a Riolu. But if they don't get the Mega Lucario out, then I will boss up the Riolu. Pokepad for... Yeah, Pokepad. This is not good. I could limit their draw. I'm getting a Thwackey out. I can use Pokepad. I can use Thwackey then for the Dipplin, but they're bossing. What are they getting? Are they getting the second? Oh, another Riolu. Okay. They're going all in on the Riolu. So now if they play it, they're bench locked. I mean, I'm gonna take a knockout next turn, but Ruffian is a cool addition too, because it does you can remove a tool and a special energy card. Okay, we evolve into the Thwackey, and then or should I get a Lily? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna use the Pokepad. Do I have a Seeking? Yeah, I do. I do have the Seeking. We go here. And I need to use the Thwackey. I thought about getting like I thought about getting a Buddy Puffin. What cards do I have in hand? I could get rid of this, and the Rillaboom. Oh yeah. Okay, I thought about getting the Stadium, but I'm playing the Secret Box, so I can get the Stadium, a supporter card, and a tool card, so I can get everything that I want. I don't need these and these. They go. So now I can get a Lily for next turn, the Buddy Puffin, and then I get a tool and a Stadium. So now I play this. I put this up. Play the Buddy Puffin, get me another Applin. Wait. I play 4 Grookies. There's no Grookey. What? Do I have 3 Grookies in my prices? Wow. That is wild. Should I have knocked out a Lunatone or a Solrock instead of a Riolu? What? I have 3 Grookies priced. That is wild. So this needs to be a Grookie. Come on. Yes. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, they're gonna promote the Riolu. I'm very confident that the Riolu goes up. Okay, they have the Mega Lucario. They knocked me out with their Aura Jab, I think that's what it's called, attack, and then they take a couple of prices. I did take 1 price. They draw on even more cards. There's the Mega Lucario, and then the Aura Jabbing me for 130. And then... okay, I don't play any Yak, so that's fine. So how much can I do? 100 if the bench is full. That's 260. I need to use a Thwackey and get me need a bench Pokemon, and I need Black Belt. Black Belt is 40, right? Yep, 40. So I'm gonna take the knockout here. Need to find a Stadium, which is fine. I have 2 Thwackeys. So they're gonna hit me for 130. I need to bench 1 more Pokemon. Okay, Aura Jab. That's fine. They're gonna charge up their bench a little bit more. I only have 1 Grookey. I might not be able to pull this off. The bug catching set needs to hit. Eblin. There's another Thwackey. We bench this. We evolve because I need this Thwackey to get the Stadium. Okay, we're not gonna take a knockout here. Have a Dipplin for next turn. Yeah, we're currently doing 80. What can I do? I do have the Lily in hand. I can Lily. Could try. How many Pokemons do I have? I only have 2 Rellers and an Applin. I do need the Stadium. And then we're just softening it up. 80, 160. I can put the Brave Bangle here. Put this one on here. And then Lily. Okay, there's a Goldeen. We'll put this one up. We're doing 100. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. I do have the Pokepad. We can evolve this too. I have a Pokepad to get another Grookey out. So we're just doing them. We're hitting them for 200. 1 and 2. Do I have? This deck only plays one Night Stretcher. That is not a lot. I have 2. Yeah, the Night Stretcher is needed because they take the knockout here. There's another Mega Lucario. I need to knock these 2 out. So that's not possible because the Kieran only does 30 extra. Yep, and the Black Belt is 40. I need the 40. They're gonna boss up the Dipplin with the or Thwackey. Either Thwackey or the Dipplin with the Brave Bangle on. Because now I'm just gonna knock out the Meowth. I don't need to go through 2 Mega Lucarios. I wonder if they retreat this Mega Lucario. Let's see what they're doing. They're retreating, okay. Go into this one, and if they just taken the knockout, no, they boss up. They boss up the Thwackey. I'm pretty confident it's the Thwackey. Yep. Okay. Now we kind of need a Night Stretcher for this little fella. Okay. They're trying to get this one back into their hand. So we promote this. There's a Night Stretcher. That is a good card to get. Night Stretcher or a Grookey. We bench this. We go here. And I get the Thwackey out. So now we're doing already 260. The stadium is still in play. Put this here. Now just Black Belt needs to be in the deck. I forgot to check that and it is not. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Okay, then we're just taking the boss. And I think that was the only boss I had left. We're bossing up this. Don't have any more damage modifiers because then I could have softened up another Pokemon. But we're hitting them again. And next turn, if they don't have a boss, I can evolve another Grookey and then we should have it. And hopefully, I don't need the Kieran anymore. And I forgot, we do have Lana's 8. That's another good card to have. So I can Lana 8. They take 1 knockout and that's it. I can promote the Goldeen, have the Air Balloon. They basically need to hand disrupt me. That's not a hand disruption unless their ace spec card is the max spell, so there's no unfair stamp. Yeah, not getting the black belt is bad because I cannot one-shot the Mega Lucario. And I think there was only one. I think there was only one. They played Okie Dokie. I think there was only one boss left in the deck. Did I play two? Oh, I played both of my bosses. I played both of my bosses. So, but they still need to take a whole lot of... Oh, not having a boss is bad. I kind of need another boss here. Let's check the deck. Yeah, I have a problem. Cause the the Kieran does only 30. And we are doing... we're doing 130. That's 260. And then another 60 is 320. They can retreat. They can shovel this back into the deck. Which Pokemon do I have here? I have one Thwackey. I think I'm going to save the Lana's Aid and get a Thwackey out. And then I'm gonna... Is rough? Oh, I got rid of Ruffian. I did. Only doing 260. The fact that I did not get the black belt from my prices is hurting me really bad. Because they're gonna retreat this and they're gonna give me a one prizer. I need to hope that they don't have a Wally. They can go into the Okie Dokie, but they need to power that one up. They're pretty thin on energy, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can retreat, put this up, shovel this one back in the deck. And they do only 60 damage. Okay. Oh, they switch out the... They go into the Meowth, hit me for 60 and retreat. And then I take a single prize around. And then I should have... How much in it? How much is left here? They have 80 left. I can do that. They go into the Soul Rock. Okay. They knock out the Dipplin with a Soul Rock. Okay. They're going down to 2 prizes. That's fine. I go here and now I need to play the Lana's Aid. Lana's Aid, and I need to get Dipplin. Get an energy back. Set this one up. Let's check my deck one more time. Shaman, Kieran, Lily. Put the Kieran out. We attach the energy here. They're weak against grass, so I'm going to take the knockout with just one hit. And I think that's what we're going to do. Then they need to promote another Pokemon. It cannot be Black Belt. Woohoo! This one is weak against Psychic, which I cannot knock out. Wait. They just lost. They should have promoted the Meowth or the Okidogi. Hey, I'm not complaining here. We just beat Mega Lucario EX, and it was kind of a breeze, but GG's to my opponent. A little bit of a shorter video today on this Friday, but we played 2 games, a very quick one in the beginning. It could have been a mirror match, but most likely, I think this was a Hydrapple EX deck. It's pretty hyped right now. A lot of people play it online, so I'm pretty sure that was a Hydrapple EX. They had no chance against us. But then we played against Mega Lucario, and it's a strong deck, and we just won against them, and that was really, really good. Even though we had the black belt, we can only one-shot a Mega Lucario with the black belt's training, and that was our last prize card. So that was a little bit of a problem, but we managed. We navigated this matchup. This is still one of my favorite decks. It is so much fun to play. One prize decks are so great because let's take the Mega Lucario for example. It didn't happen, but I only need 2 knockouts. If I knock out 2 Mega Lucarios, I win. They need to take 6 prizes. 6 versus 2 is huge. So that's why they are so popular. I hope you liked this video today. I had a fun playing it, revisiting it again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, spread the word, put me out there, and leave a comment. Anything you want to put in there, let me know. If you have a deck list you want me to play, I would be more than happy to give it a shot. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I am out.
The journey's grand, gotta wheel, explore the land, gotta catch 'em near.